Hello friends, welcome to our channel Word Watch Today News. Novak Djokovic holds off American Taylor Fritz to reach Australian Open semi-finals. Novak Djokovic is back at the stage of the Australian Open where he's never been beaten. He's won all 10 semi-finals he's contested at Melbourne Park and all 10 finals. In his record, extending 48th Grand Slam semi-final, he'll play no. 4-seeded Jannik Sinner or no. 5-Andy Rublev. They started their quarterfinal at 10:42 p.m. Djokovic has spent more time on court so far through 5 rounds than ever at Melbourne Park. It's more than 15 hours, but thinks he's still building into it. He's on a 33-match winning streak at the Australian Open, a tournament record. He shared with his childhood inspiration, Monica Seles, so he should know. The first game took 16 minutes and the first set lasted 1 hour in 3-4 minutes. Fritz got the first break of serve and Djokovic said he was on the back foot at times until the third set. Credit to him for playing really well. You could see that he had a clear game plan. He was really sharp, Djokovic said. So it was definitely a struggle for me to play the first couple sets. In the third, things started to come together. I started to swing through the ball better. I started to feel better on the court. Serve. Also, I wasn't serving well at all first 2 sets and then third and fourth, great. Fritz saved the first 15 break points he faced, an unheard of stat against one of the best returners ever. My conversion was really poor, but in the end of the day, I managed to break him when it mattered. Djokovic said I upped my game midway through the third set all the way to the end. The match started in bright sunlight and almost 32°90 Fahrenheit heat, and the shade moved from west to east across the court from behind the umpire's chair. The first game set the tone for a long, tough match. It contained 24 points, going to use 9 times. Fritz fended off 3 break points before finally holding, then followed the longest first set of the tournament. After Fritz held in the 11th game, Djokovic was agitated in the changeover and gesturing to get the attention of his support team, calling for salts. But after holding and taking the set to a tiebreaker, Djokovic finished a 21-shot rally with a stunning backhand cross-court winner to get 5 set points. He put his finger to his ear, nodded his head and blew a kiss toward a commentary box at the rear of the court. It was Fritz who got the first service break to open the second set, having fended off 8 in the first set against him. He saved another 7 breakpoint chances in the second, mostly with clean winners, and maintained the break to level at 1 set apiece, closing with an ace. After all that resistance, though, Fritz was broken in the second game of the third set when Djokovic converted his 16th chance. Djokovic broke again at love in the 9th game to wrap up the third set in 38 minutes. In the fourth, Fritz struggled to hold in a game that contained 14 points and then was broken in the 6th. He hit back immediately, converting his second breakpoint with forehand that clipped the net and dropped for a winner. But Djokovic denied any more twists by breaking back again for 5-3 and serving out. Fritz said he played some of his best tennis to save all the breakpoints. But Djokovic kept lifting. He's so fast. He doesn't really miss a lot of balls. It's also the lack of free points he gives you. There is a drop-off. It was 2 sets, but I mean I've played 4 sets in that time, Fritz added. It's tough to just sustain that level for probably 2-3 more hours that I needed to when I haven't really gotten to play at that level and play against that level that often. Djokovic had beaten Fritz in straight sets in all but one of their previous 8 encounters, including last year's US Open quarterfinals. The exception was here in Australia in 21 when it went to 5. Djokovic was interviewed on court by Australian player Nick Kyrgios, who has been sidelined with a long-term injury. The pair swapped banter before Djokovic suggested, "Should I get some popcorn, kick back on the couch and watch on TV as Sinner and Rublev compete for the other spot in the semi-final?" Thank you very much for finally watching the video. If you are a new visitor to the channel, then subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon next to it to get daily updates of new news.